Now we are going to see how to generate reports from this application. What you are seeing now, this page is the login page. So I have already entered username and password and I am clicking on the login button. And here, this page is the home page of the application. And in this application, reports are maintained in a hierarchical way. There are groups, there are subgroups under each group, and the reports are coming under those subgroups. Groups, subgroups, then reports. So this is the group list page. Here it is displaying all the available groups. So here I am choosing the third one, high level analysis KSA. And I am clicking on the button show available subgroups. So it is taking me to the next page, which is the subgroup list page. Here it is displaying all the available subgroups under that particular group. So here I am opening the first one, sales report, show available reports. This is the button available. I am clicking on that. And here it is listing all the available reports under that particular report, under that particular subgroup. So here, this is the first report, store level sales analysis cluster wise. This is a sales comparison report between current year and last year. And if you want to see the details of this report, just click on this report link. Here it is providing report purpose and field descriptions for the understanding of the user. And in order to run the report, I am clicking on the apply filters button, and here it is taking me to the filter page. And here there are filters like current year start date, current year end date, last year start date, last year end date. So I am checking it. I am applying 1st December to 10th December. And again for last year also I am giving 1st December 2015 to 10th December 2015. And here I have to select region also. There are 5 regions under KSA. So here I am selecting only 2 for the demo purpose, and I am clicking on the run report button, which is going to generate the report. So now we can see the report is generated, and in order to get the report in Excel, there is one button provided, export page to Excel. I am clicking on that. Now the report is generated. I am saving it to the default folder and I am opening it. So the report is ready now. Just by a click, the report has come with all its formatting. And always, the highest benefit of this application is that reports remain always accurate, as the logic is not getting changed. Once we update the logic, and if it is correct, then the reports which are getting generated using that logic never getting wrong. It's always accurate. And here we can see this report. It's a cluster level, location level sales report. If you consider this cluster 15, one particular cluster, there are 4 stores under that. And there are performance of each store, and there is also, we have 2 types of totals. One is normal total and the other one is LFL total. LFL total is like for like total. That means comparison between the stores which were existing last year and also in the current year. Any new stores or any closed stores will not consider for this. And here we can see the major, all these columns we can see. This is the budget, sales budget, and this is the achievement. And here we have sold quantity current year last year growth, sold value growth, invoice count growth, average ticket quantity growth, average ticket value growth, average RSP growth, average rate of sale value growth, average rate of sale quantity growth, and sales per square feet. And we can see here certain columns are highlighted here. These are conditional highlighting which were defined in the application while defining the report, that if these columns are not meeting certain criteria, it will be highlighted. For example, budget percentage, if it's less than 100%, it will be highlighted. If I am putting here 100, then that highlighting is gone. And for growth, anything is negative, which will be highlighted. So if I am putting there positive 1, the highlighting is gone. So all these things are defined in this application definition itself that we will see later. And now this is the normal report, how it is working. And now we will see the other areas of this tool, like how pivots are working, how charts, and how filling templates are working. And at the end we will see how reports are getting defined in this tool also. So let's proceed. Now we are going to see pivots. This application provides option to define reports as pivots. So I am showing one particular report which is defined like that. There are so many. So here I am showing only one. This is the one stock and sales mix. So here I have to select only region. So I am selecting only 2 regions I am selecting for the demo purpose. And here report is generated, and there's only one export option, which is export pivot to Excel. So if I am clicking on that, the pivot is getting generated. And now it is ready. So I am saving it to the default folder. And this is the report now. This is the pivot. You can see it like a pivot. Here it is showing for each group. There are different groups like children, men, ladies. So for each group, for each season, here we have various seasons. So for each group, for each season, what is the contribution of sold quantity and stock on hand quantity? Here sold quantity we are taking for the month, sales for the current month, and SOH quantity is the stock on hand quantity, closing stock quantity, and here it is giving the contribution out of total. So this is for a particular store. You can see here location 74 is a store, and for that store, for each season, how is its contribution in sales and stock. So that is called stock and sales mix. So here you can see one very interesting thing, that here contribution is calculated within the block, which is normally in any reporting tool you are not going to find. So here 100% is coming for that particular store, and contribution for that within that store is calculated here and here also. For each group you can see that. And here there's another interesting thing, that is expanded totals. In any reporting tool you are looking, you will find totals only in a single row, but here you can find expanded totals. So for example, for cluster 1, here it is giving season wise total with its contribution. So this is very much helping. So if you are looking at the end, you can see the grand totals also in the same way. So this is the grand total. You can see everywhere total, and this is also an expanded total. Here you are getting all these seasons, and you are getting the contribution of each season within the total. So this is a different approach you might have never seen before. Now we are going to see reports with charts. So this is the group for that, reports with charts ASA. I am opening it. I am opening the first subgroup, sales report with charts. And there are 4 reports, and I am opening the first one, store level sales analysis cluster wise. And here I have to apply filters. So I am running this report also for 1st December to 10th December, current year and last year, 1st December to 10th December 2015. First December to 10th December 2015, and I am selecting only one region. And here I have to select the store type, organic or LFL. I am selecting LFL so that it will take only the like for like stores. Means stores available current year and last year both. Any new stores or any closed stores will not be considered. So here I have to select the chart level. So there are 2 levels of charts, like cluster level and location level. So cluster level is by default selected, and I am selecting location level also, and I am executing the report by clicking the button. So the report is getting generated. The report has come now. You can see here charts. Here we have all the locations with sorted charts. These charts are sorted. Means best performer is coming at the first and the worst performer is coming at the end. 85.1% budget achievement is the best and 42.6 is the worst. This is the budget achievement, sold quantity growth. This is also in the same way, sorted chart. And there we have two levels of charts as we selected before. This is the second level, cluster level performance. Here budget achievement cluster level is coming. So cluster 18 is the best performer and cluster 23 is the worst performer. So we can export this report with charts also just by clicking this button. So I am saving it again to the default folder. So you can see the same charts here. So just by click you are getting all this information in Excel file. So that is the demo for the chart. Now we are moving to the next section, which is filling template reports. Now we are going to see the template filling option of this application. This application provides an option to define how to fill pre-designed templates instantly by executing it. So there is an option for that. We can define how to fill. So all these templates needs to be kept in the application folder, which I will show you one most important template, TRL6. This is the one of the most important template, which is the fingertip report, which is getting generated frequently for stores for the managers to analyze the performance during store visits or during meeting. So this report contains almost maximum information related to that particular store. So in order to fill this template, we have to go to the template report option, and here we can find the same report TRL6. So if we are executing that, it will be filled. Now I need to apply filter value for all these filters. So the values are entered here now. Here MTD, starting date and ending date, that means month starting date and ending date, 1st December to 10th December current year. YTD starting date and ending date, 1st July to 10th December. MTD starting date and ending date for last year, same 1st December to 10th December 2015. And the year starting date and ending date last year, that is 1st July to 10th December 2015. And the application support to run this for multiple stores at a time. So the stores are ended, 5 stores are ended here, separated by semicolon. And here I am putting a text. This will be displayed as it is in the report. So I am executing it now. So the reports are generated in a zip file. So you can see trl6.zip. So I am saving it in the same folder. And I am opening it now. Now we can find there 5 reports we can find there. So all these 5 reports are generated. Now one report for sample I will open. So this is that template which is filled with the maximum information available in the database. Maximum information is filled already in this. So for most of the stores, this can be generated for almost all the stores in a single click instantly. If you are trying to generate this report manually for each store, it will be a very long time taking process. But here we are getting it instantly. So this is a very powerful option available in this application, which is normally not available in any application. Now we are going to see the most important part of the application, which is defining reports. So for that we are going to that option by clicking this link, edit report. Here you can see a lot of input boxes and a report is getting defined based on the entries made in these boxes and nothing else. Simply by making entries in these boxes, a report is getting defined and its group, subgroup, everything is highlighting, everything is getting defined based on the entries which we are making here. So now I am recalling a report which is already defined. So I am clicking on the view button. So now I can see each and every entry related to this particular report. And the most important entry is the report SQL. This SQL is generating the report, and the rest all the entries are supporting the display. So the most important entry is this report SQL entry. So I am copying it. So this will be a pretty long SQL. So like you can imagine, this will be a pretty long SQL. So you can see it. So this SQL is returning the report, and the rest all the entries are doing the formatting. Here we are going to see the various areas. Here this is the basic report information, the basic informations are entering here, and here we have data grid formatting, and here we have the chart settings. If we are defining any charts to this report, we have to make entries here, and here we are defining the chart groups. If you have multiple group charts, we have to define there, and here we are defining how to format the grid and also the Excel output, how to format we are defining here, and here we are providing the filter options. So for the user filter we are defining entries here, and here the administration information like group, subgroup, status, roles assigned, all this coming here, and here for highlighting purpose we have to make entries here, and if we are defining any pivots, these are the entries for pivots. So if we are making any changes, by clicking the update button we can save it. That's how we are defining reports in this tool.